Alright. Found my way back to the engineering deck. Or maintenance deck. And so it's time to actually start looking about what's going on. And I think the game doesn't spawn any more of those virus monsters around here. But there's the repair bay. What might be here going on? Diagnosis ready. Processing.
Power systems failure. Malfunction in subsystem relay 428. For repair instructions, please consult relay analyzer. Be sure to specify relay number for analysis. Maintenance corridors are now accessible.
Alright, that means I have to go and analyze a relay and all that kind of things. Less than 45% level security. Alright, that's not particularly encouraging thing to hear. Signal generator junk. But I assume it might be well, let's just oh, those two don't compare, do not. Well, I'll just drop those things over there. Try to. Let's head up here first. Oh, well, there's relay analyzer machine, so let's just see what it says about 428.
Replace broken interface demodulator.
Alright, well, that's quite good instruction. If I would now know where it is, it might be in a random position. But now it's gonna be one of the most, you could say, it's weird that I remember things about almost 30 years ago with such amazing clarity, is that there's a very cunning item puzzle which doesn't necessarily appear in the easily, because anywhere else, well, let's just take the demodulator. And okay, that's kind of inconvenient. I can't take the head along. And because there's these doors which are broken, moving around this place is, well, of course it's a maintenance location. It's not supposed to be particularly, you could say, good on its ergonomics. But in this case I might say that it might be even worse than expected. In a sense, it might be wiser in this game to just use energy weapons instead of bullet weapons, because you would not need to carry ammunition for the energy weapons. Picked up Abe Giron's head. Delta. Well, let's say I'm not gonna go ahead to, well, I am here, so let's just make a save before I head towards Delta Relay. What it, What's the number? Well, that was security 1 bot. There's security bots in here. Well, there was cameras. Cameras, oh, that... There doesn't seem to be any kind of numbering system on these in this location, so which makes the necessary navigation in this place unnecessarily complicated. Yeah, that monster just knocked me down. But it looks like that is not the place to go. Look around. It was the beta grow which had taken, well, beta grow was the one most infested with all kinds of nasty stuff, so I think it might be wiser to go and study. Oh, well, that's Gamma. Gamma's thrown out already. Well, I was already in Delta, and nothing seemed to be wrong in there. I feel it's Beta, which is the best guess. Best, you could say, educated guess on where to go. Well, he's got a credit, but no mention on number. Yeah, it's quite much of brute forcing. Just get in, swipe, cause some damage to one of the security bots, then get back in. It's quite mechanical process, I do call it. As in, there's nothing really. It's repetitive. It's pragmatic. It's repetitive, and it is not particularly visually appealing, but it works. It's effective. It gets the job done, which is quite important. Even though I would say that Yeah, I can see what these relays are, but I have no idea what is their number. And I think that's kind of bad visual design. Although I don't know, is it just some kind of random element? That was added to the game in sense that it, instead of being fixed into some relay 428 being fixed in somewhere, it's now placed into some other random location inside these tunnels. And I personally would not find it. Ooh. Good old-fashioned hand-to-hand combat and ambush. You ain't that robot was not too smart. Then again, I'm quite certain that Shodan doesn't want her minions, slaves, robots to be particularly smart. Smart minions may disagree. You might say smart minions will disagree, which is not something you want if you are evil AI hell-bent on destroying humanity, and especially if some of your creations happen to be made from humans. Ammunition. Alright, Beta didn't seem to have anything. I am in real bad shape, you could say. Well, let's just bring out the stuff and get back to the Delta, because that's where yep, doors bashed. Was it that dangling electrical wire which did me in, or some kind of monster lurking around the tunnels? Hard to say which it was. That thing, I don't wanna. I may think that it's that dangling wire thing which causes damage. And seeing how much it sparks and sputters, it is a smart, prudent idea to do so. Yep, still saving my small increments of progress and getting further. Shit. Pardon my French or swearing. But I just couldn't help myself about that. I'll get the proper tool. Nine. All right, I can watch it. Here are those which start with 9s. Surprise attack. .44, it needs a switch. And it's not 44 which I'm searching for, it's 428. Well, now I figured out how am I supposed to find it. Kind of brute force it, but now I can know where to go. Well, now I can have it do an educated guess on where to go. So which might mean that I might go take and leave some of this very mechanical, just careful crawling through the tunnels, get killed by security bots, then just respawn and get back to where you were and continue method. I think I'm gonna cut it off. It's quite boring. Alright, I admit my brain was rotten. I had forgotten that there was this one extra room which I hadn't investigated, despite scouring through all the 3 remaining maintenance areas several times. So, well, one more left. I guess it has to be here. Now, after some scouring about, I found it in the alpha relay, and luckily it's marked, so I can just yank it off. Yeah, that's broken.
Modulator replacement successful.
Well, thank you, station's friendly computer voice. But there's some other issues as well on this station, like the fact that now I can go to the maintenance office repair bay. There would be this room I could not enter before security was low enough, but now I can. And there's an interesting little detail, because this puzzle would be something that normally you would not notice it, but now as I'm hauling around this bat-shaped head, yeah, and I'm quite certain that the proper retina scanner would not accept head in that bad shape. I think it might eyes rot into some kind of incomprehensible mess state so fast that you really couldn't. And of course the fact that the eyes aren't alive, that they're dead, might also be quite big, you could say, sign that yep, don't.
With each breath, their DNA is altered. They shall be reborn, bodies made stronger, minds freed from the burden of individuality. Perfect children serving the will of their maternal God.
Alright, that's unfriendly, unpleasant.
Cyborg 77E. Divert a maintenance bot to the computer rooms
On level 1 through 6, immediately to ensure the functioning of all CPUs. If that insect gets a single digit of the system authorization code,
then I will see to your reprimanding personally.
Well, I would say that is quite unpleasant threat Shodan gives, but knowing that she doesn't have a body, that personal reprimanding might not be too scary. Yep, environmental protection. Goodbye. Wasn't nice knowing ya. So it's another cyberspace jump, so let's just go in and see what's going on. I hope it's a small one, because these are kind of frustrating. Alright. Now, what I wonder is that the original gave you upgrades to your attack software, which is to say the shooting stuff. Why in this one there isn't any such upgrade? Because they should be found from the cyberspace. But I yet haven't found any such thing, so maybe it doesn't exist, or maybe it takes some sort of, maybe it's not on this difficulty level, maybe it's something else. I don't know. But cyberspace sequences, I would say, have not aged that well. Well, you could say that the setting, that what kind of setting System Shock has, and the basic plot structure, as simplistic as it is, about the station, insane computer, over the say from the station administration system going kind of nuts because of human interference, not because of it was natural or because it was programmed to go crazy. No, Shodan worked perfectly fine until hacker. But as much as the intro showed, it really wasn't much anything. Just that older the basic user access grants of the user database. So it really didn't appear to be that kind of big complex thing that you would have really needed a hacker to do it. Edward Diego might have been able to do it yourself. Give me ethics software, Shodan turn off, administrator access, and only Edward Diego, only he himself. got them. But I'm in a poor shape. And what is really annoying about the cyberspace part, you can't save on them. Meaning you have to get through all these monstrosities on one sitting, and the basic and the method of just brute force bashing yourself through all these doesn't really work that well either in these stages, because if you are kicked out, meaning your connection integrity breaks down, meaning you run out of hit points in gameplay terms, you'll be out for good, and you have to get back. Well, open that door. Well, there's something here. Maintenance room CPU opened. That sounds not ominous, but good. Meaning I achieved something good in here, because the CPU room is open. Yeah, I was quite right about expecting some sort of enemy attacking me right there. But you could say from all the three basic elements of the gameplay, this real space actions, then the cyberspace. I would say that well, of course, then there's all the puzzles with codes and all that. But they are something like not that important part of the gameplay. More damage. Even more damage. Yeah, the CPUs of this stage are now history. Shodan's got no control over maintenance stage. Maintenance. Those parts are history. And of course there would be the piece of code which I will record, and I'll be going next time to the executive stage to check the Master Jettison button. That'll take a little walking, but I'll be there in this same episode. Here I am at the Diego's office. Didn't take much more, now it should work. Yep, now it's done, and now I just
Insect, cease your meddling. My experiments must continue.
you know, Shodan, you could have She could have been much more friendlier and more polite about that little request. The fact that she SHODAN specifically decided to call me insect means that she isn't particularly, you could say, friendly. She might have been she might have been able to do something better with that plan, like appear as a big busty blonde and with that really that kind of big puppy dog eyes and sexy smile to ask real politely that could the hacker stop hampering her plans with a pretty big please and sexy smile and all those kind of things. Those might have been worked way better with the idea of maybe not getting massively destroyed by unfriendly hacker. Let's take a ow! That's right into the neck. That's painful. But she only sent a couple of, you could say, security drones to attack me, which I would not call to be particularly impressive feat of attacking at the offensive power thrown towards me. But it is still quite a lot there, especially when they already ambush you. But look, the hacker is very clearly starting to become an annoyance to her. As in something that she didn't expect to face. And well, when you discount the randomization elements, it is very wise to just write down the numbers which appear at the CPU rooms when the nodes have been destroyed, because if you do not, then you will have to start walking back towards them, and it's a real shame that this version does not allow you to make any markings to the map, because that would have been made it so much more easier. Just update keep going ahead and further and further, and until you got the full codes. Well, there's some.
To stop you, so be it.
Which so it looks like SHODAN actually enjoy. Oh. Damn. Well, reloading wasn't quick enough. Now I had to deal with this nonsense again. Yep, I'm alive. Yep, those. Enjoy some gas bombs, monstrosities. Yep, that's the future of humankind and the SHODAN's management. I think the word for that is does not look too good. And now I just pull the button and SHODAN's virus plan goes to space and becomes a plot twist for the sequel to justify SHODAN's resurrection in it. Yeah, I'm spawning System Shock 2.
Grove jettisoned.
No enraged messages, lady?
Beta Grove already jettisoned.
We've got a new situation here. A few seconds ago, we got alert activity on the station. Our best guess is that SHODAN is preparing a down launch of the Earth-com nectar. This cannot happen. We need to take out the 4 antennae relays on the engineering level. To do this, there should be some plastic explosion within storage rooms that can get the job done. Maybe one per antenna should...
Insect. You are by far the most irritating creature on this station. Don't bother with the antennae. That won't stop me.
It's hopeless, and we both know it.
Yep. I wonder why SHODAN didn't make leaving the Citadel station as to be her plan A, meaning to say that that would be her plan all along, not create some sort of biological monstrosities around here and then add all the make people into cyborg slaves. They are not, you could say, particularly sane plans, I would say, in sense that super intelligent AI should be able to figure out that if it would be taken out from the station first, nothing could stop it if it would get into the Earth's communication networks. But there's a message about plastic explosives being at the storage level. Did this level take elevator take it with a nope? Well, next time I'll be fetching the plastic explosives and heading to the engineering deck, which means I would need to take the elevator at Diego's office, meaning that his office was actually a walk forward, which I say is to be quite bad design for plan. There's not much privacy in that kind of office, but still, continuing next time caused a lot of annoyance to SHODAN. See ya.